Ever tried teaching a cat a trick? Yeah, unless there's food involved, good luck with that. Cats feel totally at home with us humans, but deep down they're still kind of wild and totally independent. Cats domesticated themselves, total free spirits. Their journey to our laps, our hearts, and let's be real, our laptops, started about 9,000 years ago. Living with cats has been a success story, but not everything in their past is sunshine and cuddles. Cats are everywhere in our lives, at home, in art, in pop culture, and of course, all over social media. Cat content, cats in boxes, cat ladies, you name it. But there's more to the story of these perfect paws than you might think. It's about how they influenced our lives, our beliefs, our art, and even our superstitions. So, let's dive in. Wild cats started sneaking into human history on quiet little paws. The first signs of cats hanging out with humans were seen a very long time ago. There's still a lot we don't know about how cats became domesticated, but thanks to modern technology, scientists keep learning more. Right now, researchers believe that cats from both the Middle East and North Africa are ancestors of today's house cats. The African wildcat left its genetic paw print on modern cats. Ancient Egypt has some of the clearest evidence of cats living in homes. One of the earliest signs? A human grave with a cat buried alongside it on the island of Cyprus. Later, cats hitched rides on Roman trade and warships, making their way to southern Europe. Once they landed, they spread across the continent, even up north, and then they crossed oceans. Cats traveled with explorers and settlers to the New World. Did the Spanish bring cats to North America? Maybe, but we're not totally sure. Fun fact, the African wildcat is a desert animal. That's one reason most cats today hate water. Their fur gets soaked, making them heavy and slow. Not ideal for a stealthy hunter. Around 12,000 BC, humans started shifting from hunting and gathering to farming, and this big change still shapes how we live today. Among the first people who settled down and began growing crops were those in the Middle East and around the Mediterranean. Also in Egypt along the Nile. They grew grain and built storage facilities for it, which attracted rats and mice, which then attracted wildcats. And just like that, cats started hanging around human settlements. Farmers were happy to have these furry pest controllers nearby. But in Egypt, cats weren't just useful, they were adored. The Egyptians even worshipped a cat goddess named Bastet. She stood for fertility, health, joy, and a bunch of other good vibes. They even made cat mummies with their own little graves. Cats were more than just working animals from very early on in human history. They also played a role in people's religious and spiritual lives. But how could an animal once worshipped later become a symbol of evil? As Christianity spread, cats and farmers lived together pretty peacefully until the late Middle Ages. That's when things got dark. The Catholic Church's Inquisition started targeting people with special powers, mostly women, but also some men. Healers, herbalists, anyone who didn't fit the mold. They were accused of witchcraft, blasphemy, being in league with the devil. The witch hunts killed tens of thousands of people in Europe. They were burned at the stake, drowned. Cats got caught up in this too, partly because they move silently, see in the dark, and mate loudly. In the 13th century, they were deemed Satan's companions. Many were killed. That's where the superstition about black cats bringing bad luck comes from. Cats were even blamed for the plague. Suspicion, the church, and the desire for someone to blame was strong during these dark times. Despite it all, they kept growing closer. The Enlightenment also helped change how people saw cats. No longer as evil, science replaced superstition. That was good news for both cats and humans. People appreciated cats' affectionate and social side, besides being hunters. The spotted or striped fur we see on house cats today probably first appeared in the Middle Ages. But it wasn't until the 1800s that cat lovers began breeding cats for specific traits. In upper-class, wealthy circles, patterned house cats became super trendy. Cats slowly became status symbols. After being hunters, goddesses, and devil's creatures, they started playing a new role in humans' lives. First, famous cat lovers started showing their affection. Cardinal Richelieu, one of the most powerful men in Europe, was supposed to be what we'd call a cat person today. Later, artists like Frida Kahlo, Henri Matisse, Paul Klee, Gustav Klimt, Vasily Kandinsky, Pablo Picasso, and Andy Warhol followed. All cat lovers. Some painted their cats, others just took photos. And Warhol, before he got famous, he lived with a bunch of cats, all named Sam. He even made a book called 25 Cats Named Sam and One Blue Pussy. Spoiler, it didn't make him rich or famous. In pop culture, movies, comics, and thanks to social media, we've got tons of famous cats. Garfield, Hello Kitty, waving lucky cats from Asia, the list goes on. And in 2025, the Lithuanian animated film Flow won an Oscar. Its main character, a nameless black cat. Grumpy Cat was probably the first true online cat star. Her real name was Tada Sauce, and she went viral in 2012 thanks to her permanently grumpy face caused by a jaw condition. A YouTube video got 1.5 million views in just 36 hours. A meme legend was born. Grumpy Cat passed away in 2019, but her legacy lives on through official social media channels. And then there's Choupette, Karl Lagerfeld's famous Berman cat. She lives in a Paris apartment, pampered by staff that once worked for the fashion icon. She's got her own social media presence and even a marketing agency. Larry the cat, on the other hand, has been living at 10 Downing Street in London since 2011. He's officially the chief mouser to the Cabinet Office. And yes, he has an Instagram, @LarryTheCat4PM. That's just a tiny sample of famous cats and cat-loving celebs. The list could grow every day with new cat influencers to watch and follow, showing that cats have found their place in the digital world, providing entertainment for more than just cat fanatics. Fun fact, orange cats aren't a breed. They're known for being friendly and bold, but that ginger colour actually shows up in lots of breeds. In 2025, scientists finally identified the gene responsible for orange fur, but as for whether that gene actually affects personality, there's no proof. So it's pretty clear that cat owners want to understand their pet's personality. I mean, for many people, cats are part of the family, and it looks like scientists are curious about the topic too. No wonder cats are now the second most popular pets worldwide, right after dogs. In the US, around 74 million households have a cat. In Germany, cats are actually number one. But not all cats live comfortable and cozy lives with humans, which is a dark aspect in the history of cats as pets. There are millions of stray cats. Some ran away, others were abandoned. Then there are feral cats. Unlike strays, they've never lived with humans. Feral cats aren't neutered, so they reproduce like crazy. One unneutered cat can lead to millions of kittens in 10 years, over generations of offspring. There are also many donation-based groups around the world that help street cats and try and neuter as many as possible. But the growing number of street cats is still a big issue. A solution is not in sight, although humans and cats have come a long way together. One last fact that shows why. It's no coincidence that people react so positively to kittens. Their big eyes and ears on a tiny head match what scientists call the baby schema. It triggers protective instincts, just like with human babies. Add in their round bodies, soft fur, and that soothing purr. It's no wonder that cats found their way into our homes and into our hearts. Their role has changed a lot over the centuries, but let's be real, their paw prints are everywhere. So what's next, Chester? World domination? Or simply another 20-hour nap? So what's your cat's funniest habit? Share it in the comments. And if you like the video, hit that subscribe button.